Thank you, Mr. Sharp. This is your homeboy Tujikandu, everyone, those who are watching across the country and around the world. Today is a very interesting game between Bajo Blazers and Pazab XI. Pazab XI have already won a game for themselves. Here are the new batters coming in. Mindu Om, the batter to look for. She was the highest scorer in the last game, scoring 75 not out. To answer your question, I think Pazab XI have an advantage here, and I'm sure they are going to make it number 2 for themselves.
Let's see how the game will pan out. And for all our viewers watching at home, you have this exciting opportunity to win a 777 special giveaway data recharge. All you have to do is go to our Facebook page, Bhutan Cricket, and give in your score prediction. See how, if you have the cricketing brain to see how the match will progress. And predict your score and then walk away with a 777 data recharge. All right, then we're all set for the first ball of the game, where the ball is with Tandin. Umpires are ready, the play is set. Tandin Pem with the ball, and there she comes. First ball of the game. Straight onto the wicket, right on the money by Tandin. Played well by the batter, wearing number 3, Sonam Yangzom. So Doji, do you think the decision to bowl first by the Pazaps, do you think it's a right decision? I mean by the Bajo Blazers, do you think it's a right decision?
I think given the scenario that they have faced in the last game, in their first and last game, I think they made the right choice by bowling first. As we have seen, their batting lineup is not that good, and most of the batters are new. Some of them have just come up. They are all academy players. They have many things to learn from batting. Compared to batting department, their bowling department is much better, which I think will help them in today's game. They are going to test the batters of Pazab XI.
Yes, and Tandin has been good with the first 3 deliveries so far, and as Doji said, these are all young academy players. They have practice in the net but haven't really got the opportunity to play in big tournaments like this, and this would be a real test for them, a real test of if they have the mentality to play in big tournaments. Nicely played down on the point region. That's the first runs for the Pazaps. So Doji, you're talking about all the Bajo Blazers players being young academy players. So from the batting perspective, what can they do? Of course, you have been there during their first match. They have been bowled out, and they still might be playing in their mind. What can they do to better what they did in the first match?
All I'll advise them is to play straight, because most of the batters, they were playing cross in the first game. I'm sure Sonam picked up 8 wickets, and all 8 wickets were bowled out. The batters were all bowled because the bowler kept it simple, kept it straight. But the batters, they decided to go cross, hence losing their wicket. I'll advise them to play it straight, look for singles, rotate the strikes, and keep the scoreboard ticking.
You can see Tanjin going a little bit off how she was doing in the first three balls, sort of a beamer there, no ball given. And Doji, you have been batting for a long time yourself, so I'm sure you know what you're saying. And the young players of the Bajo Blazers should take whatever you have said and learn to work on that. That's a beautiful delivery from Tanjin. The batters have been quite cautious so far, Doji.
I have to say that these two batters are new to the game, but they played exceptionally well in their first game. These two opening batters, their opening partnership was 80 plus in the last game. Sonam was looking for single, rotating the strikes and giving this strike to Mindu Om, who was striking the ball really, really well. She scored 75 runs not out, and Sonam was there almost till the end, giving partnership to Mindu, which is what the openers have to do. Give a good start in the power play, and they did. These two batters are the future of Bhutan cricket.
Yeah, looks like the two batters, Sonam and Mindu, have shown a lot of maturity in the opening match, and this is how it should be. This, of course, it's a big tournament, but it's also a learning stage where it can be a progression for these young players to get into the Bhutanese side, get into the Bhutanese national team, and this is a wonderful opportunity. All right, then, that was the end of first over. 3 runs coming off the first over. Nuchu, switch. Alright then, Seong Hamo. Of course, you can see her name says YouTube on the back, but it's the captain, Seong Hamo, coming into ball. Starts off with a wide. And as much as they want to work on their batting, the Bajo Blazers, I'm sure, Doji, they also have to perform with the ball, and the better they perform with the ball, this will give them a lot of confidence when they come out to bat.
Like you said, it is very important to strike with the ball as well as bat. Cricket is not just about batting. It is about batting, bowling and fielding all together. If a team wins to win, these three departments have to show their class, their performance. And yeah, if they bowl really well and set the target below 100, it will be chaseable for them. The batters will be relaxed. They can go slow, look for single runs,
Yes.
and it will be a chaseable target for them.
Good work in the field, like Doji said. All department needs to come together, and that was a good work in the field to stop a certain boundary earlier. That will be another wide. That would be an easy single. And we have seen 4 matches already, Doji. What sort of a score is a good score in this ground?
given the abilities of our girls playing here, I think 150 is a good target.
But Bajo haven't really been good with their bat, so they might have to restrict Pazaps to score lower than 100 if they are to chase it comfortably.
Yeah, but that is what they have to do. We haven't really seen the Bajo Blazers batters performing. Their first game was not that good for the batters. The batting department failed miserably.
Miserably.
Yup, that is what I'm trying to say. I hope we get to see them play today.
Yeah, I talked with the captain Cheong, who is with the ball right now. She seems quite confident and quite resolute, quite determined to want to come out and prove a point after their disastrous batting performance. Cheong now changing the angle, coming round the wicket. Let's see if she can conjure up something different here. And the white ball is not going to help her team. And despite in the afternoon matches, we have had 2 afternoon matches, both were disrupted by rain. We have been able to get the results in. So tell us something about the ground for those who may not know Jigmethang quite well, Doji. You have been here, you have played here, you have been officiating here for a long time.
So the Jigmethang cricket ground is the home of cricket in Thimphu and in Bhutan. I must say, almost 70 to 80% of our national players have played in this ground. We have been playing in this ground for quite some time now, almost 15 to 16 years. This is where we have started playing, and this is where we are ending here. The location here is at Dichincholing, near the bridge. If you all want to come here and watch live, you're most welcome. Our players will be there, our ground staffs will be there to guide you all here till the Jigmethang cricket ground.
Yes, I must say, Sewang with, I guess, was going for a wide, but the batter did not allow that, and that will run away for the first boundary of the match. Wonderful batting there by Mindu. The ball was certain to be going for a boundary, but she pulled it right from her legs, and that's the first boundary. And of the second over, it's 18 for none. And earlier, Doji was talking about the ground. It's a Saturday, wonderful Saturday. The sun is out. The location, as Doji said, it's near the Deshinchuling Palace. You stop after crossing the bridge. You can see the cars in the parking. Stop there and come towards the palace area. There's a footpath right down the road, and then walk on that footpath for about 3 minutes, and you'll reach to the ground. Come with your kids. There's a wonderful playing area here, lush green ground. It's a wide sunny day. Good ball there, play it on the leg side for an easy single. Like I was saying, it should be a good family time out here at the Jigmethang. Bring your kids with some drinks, snacks, and watch our ladies play a beautiful game of cricket in the ground. Should be a wonderful spectacle. Doji, have we been seeing any spectators in the past 2 days of the tournament?
I think I was too busy with the commentary, but I have seen a lot of people coming here in the ground. I think most of them are the players from other teams. I have seen a couple of uncle, should I say uncle? Couple of uncles came here, they watched the game and they left after 1 to 2 hours.
So of course this is a T20 game, so it would not take long like your 50 over games. It'll be over before you know it. You come here, enjoy, and then there's a river, Wanchu River flowing next to us, so maybe take a dip in the river as well. Of course not really safe with the river levels rising. Tandin has been good so far, giving away just 5 runs in her overs so far. She looks like the one who will take a wicket. Swing and a miss there from Mindu, who played that wonderful flick of the leg, pull of the leg for a boundary. Doji, you work with the Bhutan cricket and you have been heavily involved with making sure that this tournament comes through in its grandest light. Why is this tournament so important?
First of all, this tournament we have conducted is to celebrate the rise of women's cricket in Bhutan. We have covered up almost 23,000 female cricketers around the country in last 2 years. A lot of young players, young girls are coming up. So we want to give them a platform to showcase their abilities and skills that they have learned in their respective district, where the coaches are teaching them about cricket and about how they can take up cricket as a profession. So we want to give them the platform here. We want to let them know that there's always another chance for them to go to the next step towards their life.
Apologies for a slight glitch in the live stream. We are in a place, Jigmethang is a beautiful ground, we must say, but then there's no electricity connection here. We can see a power line going across the ground, but then we don't really have it connected to any sockets in the ground, so we are relying on UPS and wireless internet connectivity. So we have slight glitches here and there, so our apologies in advance. Like Dojo was saying, giving women cricket enthusiasts a wonderful opportunity to showcase their skills and talents, and this tournament is the culmination of years of hard work and the results of which you can see. The last ball of the over coming up from Tandin. Quick single taken. Leg bye is given, end of the over. It's a 22 for none.
The standing umpire we see here is Doji Lore, one of the most experienced umpires of our country. He also won the Umpire of the Year award 2024. He has been consistent. He has been there for Bhutan cricket for a very long time.
Chance for a catch, and it's dropped by the keeper. An easy opportunity, and Sewang would be gutted that an opportunity has gone begging. Doji, keeper should have taken that.
That should have been taken. That was a lollipop catch, a very simple one indeed. They had the chance to break the partnership. You have to break their partnership because Sonam and Mindu, they are one of the best openers we have seen so far. They have to break the partnership. They have to take and grab all the opportunities they are getting. I think this might cost them the game.
It was Rigzin Chodin, the wicketkeeper there, and Sewang follows it up with a wide ball. It wasn't really that difficult of an opportunity there, Doji.
That was simple. Maybe she was nervous, or maybe a lot of things were going on in her mind. But at the end of the day, she couldn't take that catch.
Yeah, we've seen even in international matches, big international matches, that it's often the simplest catches that goes begging. And of course, these are young players, a lot to learn from. Maybe he was quite excited that that was a simple opportunity, but it's the simplest one, like I said, that goes begging. They'll have to regroup, come again, but that was a big opportunity there. Sewang has already given away 17 runs. She'll need to cut down on the runs she conceded. That will be another wide ball. Coming around the wicket, and that's a good ball. Play it straight down the ground, and that would be the second boundary of the match, coming off the bat of Mindu again. Mindu has been looking dangerous with the bat. Mindu home, already on the double figures. Doju, we have seen some of the teams scoring really good high runs in the first 4 matches. We'll see this ball through. That will be a wide, but Mindu won't let any balls go for wide. We've seen some of the teams scoring really high runs. Do you think the team composition
Good players and some new players together form up 2 teams. It could have been better. We could have seen better performance from here in Jigmethang from each and every team. But as we can see here, some of the teams are all new. They are not really performing well. So I must say that the coaches have not done a good job here in forming the team together.
Yes, and Sewang should be keeping the ball there, keeping it straight, because the more you keep the ball straight, I'm sure Doju will add on to it. The more you keep it straight, the more chances you have as a bowler to get the wicket.
Yes, indeed. If you keep the ball straight, they will have an advantage. Like we have a saying, if you miss, I hit.
Yes.
If the batters miss, the ball will hit the stumps or the pad where we can get LBW or bowled. So they just need to keep it straight, and that is what Sonam did in the first game as well as yesterday's game. In just 2 games, she picked up 13 wickets. Most of the bowlers should learn from her. She just kept it straight. The batters missed. She took the wickets.
Yes, I think Sewang did get our message, or she is thinking now, keeping it straight, and that's the end of the 4th over. Pazap's 30, with 31 for the loss of 0 wickets. The opening batters are still on there. And today, of course, is the birth anniversary of Guru Padmasambhava. It's a national holiday. as well. Of course, it falls on a Saturday, so it's a holiday nonetheless. But it's the birth anniversary of Guru Rinpoche, and to all the Bhutanese celebrating and praying this auspicious day. We want to offer our heartfelt gratitude to Guru Rinpoche for his boundless compassion and teachings that keep on illuminating our path. May play it on the offside for a single. As I was saying, may Guru Rinpoche continue to guide us, displays ignorance that we may have, and inspire peace, wisdom, and enlightenment for all sentient beings. Like I was saying, it's the 10th day of the 5th month in the Bhutanese lunar calendar. Say Chutham, like we say. Get on the offside again, and 2 easy runs taken there. Runs are flowing for the Pazaps. They've chosen to bat, and it's turning out to be a good decision, Doji.
Yep, Punakha Pazaps have done an incredible job here, the batters especially. They won the toss, they wanted to bat first, set up a good total, and the opening batters are doing an incredible job right now. They have not given any wickets. They have taken up the score to 34. Mindu is batting at 13, Sonam is batting at 10. They are rotating the strikes, hitting the bat deliveries, Mindu Om especially. So yeah, they have done an incredible job here. And I'm sure Bajo Blazers, they are desperately looking for a breakthrough.
That should be stopped there. Oh, and Mishap picked up the ball, but the ball left her hand before she could throw it. Talk about the fielding positions, Doji. You can see there are 4 players on the leg side. Usually we don't see 4 players on the leg side. Do you think the thinking behind would have been that the bowlers might put in a lot of balls on the leg side?
Yeah, as we can see, the bowlers, they are bowling full toss straight towards the batter. It will be easier for the batters to go cross. I think that is one of the reasons why they have kept 4 fielders on the leg, but I don't understand why they have kept one short mid-wicket out there. The bowler is not bowling fast, the bowler is not bowling short, she's giving full toss. I don't see any reason why the fielder is being kept there.
Maybe for a miss hit like we saw in the dropped catch earlier. A lofted miss hit might present that opportunity. Another wide ball. We have a new bowler, Kile.
But we also have to keep in mind that these players from Bajo Blazers, they are all new to cricket. They are learning and growing every match by match. So I'm sure they'll understand and improve.
Chance for a catch there, but landing in no man's land. Doji, let's talk about the sponsors. It's BTCL who are the title sponsors of the tournament.
Yep, they have our president Dashtili. He has been generous. He really wants to support our women's cricket. That is why he wants.
Another full toss, and that would beat the fielder. It's Mindom again. She is not letting any stray deliveries go there. 3rd boundary of a bat. You're saying about the sponsor, Doji.
Yep, BTCL is our Tasho president's company, the tourism company. He wants to support our women's cricket, our women's team. He wants them to improve and learn, and someday see our girls play World Cup. So he's just supporting in his way. We
Yeah.
also have other sponsors from Bank of Bhutan. We have T20. We have Pub. We have many other sponsors who are supporting and contributing little by little, but it's in a very huge way.
Yes, a lot of companies have come forward to support women's cricket in Bhutan, and it's not just cricket, it's not just sport, it's about giving the opportunity for women to express themselves in a sport and then have an opportunity to make it big. Doji, this is a final power play over. Should Sonam and Mindu go big?
They should, because in first power play just two fielders are outside. That is where they can capitalize. They can take risk, they can go aerial, they can hit as many boundaries as possible. But at the same time they have to be mindful about the shot selections. Since they just have one over to go for to end the power play, they should try and hit. Driven towards the cover for single run.
The final power play over will be bowled by Jigil Ongmo. Of course, don't go by the names on their shirt. The names are quite mixed up. Just look at the numbers, not the names on the shirt. You can see on the screen. Jigil Ongmo will bowl the sixth over. And Pazaps have done quite well in the first 5 overs, Doji.
Yeah, they are batting at 8.7 run rate, which is good.
White ball, and that would give away 2 runs in extras. How important is it for the bowling team to keep the extras down?
It is very important. They have to be really mindful. A single run coming from extras will cost them the game. So they have to be mindful and keep it straight and try their best not to give any extras. So far all the teams have contributed to their opponent through the extras. Some are wide, some are no ball, some are overthrows. If we be mindful and restrict these extras, the runs have to come from the batter's bat, and it will give them a pressure, and while doing that they might get a wicket. So it is important for the bowlers and the fielders to restrict extras.
Alright, the message being, let the batters play and the wickets will come. Sonam batting on 14 runs. She is not flamboyant like Mindu. Doesn't really go for big shots, but she has been taking quick singles and doubles, and she has quickly crept up to 14 runs. Played it behind the stumps for a single. Mindu is back on strike. And let's see if Mindu can take on Jigel Ongmo.
Both these batters have a good eye-hand coordination from my observation so far in the first game as well as today, but the skills and the techniques they have, but they can do much better. And it is in the hands of their coach. Their coach have to train them well. As you can see, they can time the ball really well, but the technique and the skills they have, they can do much better.
It's a growing curve, a learning curve. Jiggle there, running back, practicing her build up and delivery. These are all young players. Not really coming off there. Maybe thinking too much. Captain Seong should come and talk with Jiggle there. She seems to be quite flustered now, given that she has given away 2 wide. This is the 3rd wide in the over. And not just giving away runs, it will also tire the bowler, which doesn't really help.
That was a no ball from Jigel, and a free hit, license to hit for Minduom. Let us see if she can capitalize on that. I think that will be a wide, or I think the umpire thinks it is not.
Minduom goes for everything on the leg side, so that might have edged her bat a little bit. She seems disappointed that she missed out on that ball.
In just 5.5 overs, Pazab 11, they have scored 50.
Runs up for the Pazaps. 51 now. Minduom again, visibly distraught that she missed out on that ball yet again. This is the 4th extra we have seen in this over. Changing the angles now. Jigel Omo coming round the wicket. This might help her. That's where she wants to give the ball. Dot ball to end the over. 51 for none. Well, then that's the end of the power play overs at Jigmethang, and Pazap 11 are off to a solid start. 51 without loss. The openers have done well to rotate, strike and put away anything loose. No risk, just clean, confident cricket so far. Bajo Blazers have brought in Khandupem into the attack. Good lofted ball. Sonam going for a cover drive there, missing the ball entirely. With the change in bowling, Bajo Blazers will be looking to break this stand soon. A wicket here could shift the momentum, but for now it's the Pazaps who are in control. Khandupem, can she give? It's Kille Bida actually. I beg your pardon. Kille Bida continue with the ball. She's wearing different jersey numbers on her pant and on the back of her jersey. Sort of dances down the ground but missing the ball entirely. That would be a wide ball. Play, chance for a catch, and it's been dropped again. Another opportunity goes begging there. A straight catch dropped by number 19, Ria Gazmir, in the short cover region. Two catches dropped in the field by Bajo Blazers, and that could turn out to be expensive for Bajo. Clear of the legs, stopped on the short region. Catches win matches, like they say. Lofted ball, Sonam goes for it, and the player overruns the ball, slips in the deep. That will be another boundary. Sonam now getting into the action. Sonam Yangzum. Runs coming on rapidly. Rapid runs for the Pazaps. Pazaps 11, 56 coming off 7 overs. They're going at 8 runs per over. Good batting display from Sonam Yangzum and Mindu Om. And it's Ria Gazmir into the attack. She would want to make up for that dropped catch. A wicket in her first over would do just that. Ria Gazmir. First ball was a good one. Lofted ball. Mindu goes for it, but stopped by the fielder. It will only be a single. Can Ria keep this over tight and bring the run rate down? A wayward delivery there. No ball given. A lofted ball there by Ria. Misses the leg stump by a whisker. Good over from Ria so far. Almost got that wicket of Mindu, the dangerous Mindu. High lofted ball, and Mindu wouldn't miss out on that. Easy single taken. Good tight over. This would bring down the run rate a little bit. Doji, should they bring on a spinner? Or do they have a spinner in their lineup?
They have to bring a spinner. I think so far all the pace bowlers have come in. None of them have been successful. So yeah, for a change, they have to bring in their spinners and try spinning the ball. They might as well get a wicket. But the question is, like you said, do they have a spinner? We are yet to find out.
Let's see what Captain Chawang Hamo will decide. For now, the keeper, Rigzin Choden, is in question. Missing out on that easy take behind the stump, giving away an extra run. It was a white ball already. An additional run given. Another lofted ball. Mindu missing out on another boundary opportunity. She would be gutted. You can see whenever she misses out on a ball like that, she is swinging her bat in frustration. Jigmethang continuing into her second over. They have to check the whites. Whites are costing the Bajo Blazers. Dot balls. Dot balls are golden balls, like they say in T20 cricket. It will only help come back and help the bowling team later on when they come out to batting. Not as easy as we say. Played it on the offside. That should be 2 runs. Will they go for the second run? They do. Chance for a run out, but the throw is not strong enough. The 2 openers going strong here. Mindu Om and Sonam Yangzom. Not giving away any opportunity. Of course, 2 catches were dropped, but that was it. Other than that, the bowling team did not do much to get a sniff of a wicket. Can Jiggle get this wicket? And Mindu Om again pulls it on the leg side, but that's just a single run. Played it on the offside. Should be 2 runs. Will they go for the second run? They do. Chance for a run out, but another single taken. These 2 batters are doing well to keep the scoreboard moving. And that's the end of the 9th over. Ria will bowl the 10th over. She came close in her earlier over. That's another lofted ball. Mindu stopping the ball. A quick single taken earlier. We are at the 10th over mark, and the 2 opening batters now will have to go for it. Go for the big shots. They've already been there for a long time. They're quite comfortable now. Mindu on 25 of 27 deliveries. Sonam 31 deliveries and scoring 23 runs. Goes for it. Will it be stopped? Single taken by Mindu. Played it straight down the ground. The bowler could not stop it. Another single. Bindu danced down the ground to hit that ball, which was certain to go for a wide, but nothing coming of it. And that's the halfway mark. 10 overs done here at the Jigmethang, and Pazap 11 are cruising at 73 without loss. It's been a measured, composed start from the openers. They laid a strong platform, kept wickets in hand, and are well set to accelerate from here. Bajo Blazers now need something special to break this opening stand and pull things back. Otherwise, Pazaps look poised for a big finish. Jigel continuing into her third over. Good stop in the field. This is, of course, the BTCL Women's T20 Smash 2025. Jigel Ongmo into her third over. An appeal for a leg before, but only the bowler doing the appeal. The keeper not really interested. Another lofted ball, played it down the leg side, stopped in the deep, only a single taken. It's been an interesting matchup so far. Two opportunities to take a wicket, which was put down first by the keeper and by Ria Gazmir in the short cover region earlier on. Since then they haven't had any sniff of wickets so far. Another easy single taken. Dancing down the track, Sonam Yangzum. The two batters are showing some intent here. They want to accelerate the scoring, but are not really connecting with the ball. End of the 11th over, 77 for the loss of no wickets. Kilebida back into the attack, giving away a single on a first ball into the 3rd over. That will be a certain white ball, but Sonam and Mindu are not really letting the white balls go here. They are chasing after the deliveries. A single run taken. Well set, the two batters. Mindu now on strike, is on 28 already, facing 34 deliveries. Sonam 27 runs, facing 36 deliveries. There she goes again, chasing after the white ball. Single run taken. Sonam went after the white ball again. And I think the approach that the two batters are taking is advancing the speed of the game quite much here. Otherwise we will have white balls after white balls. If the two batters let the white balls go, and then we'll take some time to finish the overs. A good show of sportsmanship there from keeper Riggs Jordan, tying the shoelaces of Mindu. That's what we can see in the game of cricket. Players helping each other out despite being on opposite teams. That ball landing way outside the pitch. That will be a low ball, a free hit coming here. Can Mindu now give us our first sixer of the game? That should be another wide. Free hit will continue. Kilebida's over, not going as per plan. Just one more delivery to go, but it's not ending. Signal from the umpire there. Free hit will continue. Mindu goes for it, and another boundary. Takes Mindu home into the 30s now. This I think is the 5th boundary of the innings. Must be tired, the two batters. They've been running quite a while. Singles and doubles. Boundaries have been at a premium. Just the 5th boundary of the innings. A catch was dropped off her delivery earlier. So Doji, you're back into the commentary room. You went around the dugouts talking to the players. What do they have to say?
I was talking with the coach of Punakha
The boundary
district.
coming off Sonam Yangzum bat there. Sorry to interrupt you, Doji. This is Sonam Yangzum's second boundary. I think she has been doing quite a lot of running but no boundaries, but finally something to show off in her batting of 32 runs so far. Doji, you're saying about talking to the coaches.
I was talking with the coach of Punakha district, Kilibida. She is also playing today for Pazap 11. And I was talking about Mindu and Sonam. She said that this is their gameplay. They have been trained like this. They have been playing like this. Sonam has been, she's not that good of a hitter. Whereas Mindu, she is good at that. Sonam often looks for singles, gives strikes to Mindu. That is their game plan. That is how they have been trained in Punakha. So all in all, the coach and the player herself was happy. And I also asked about the game plan after this, since they have 10 wickets in hand and they have already reached 90. So what will be their game plan? That is what I asked, and she said that the incoming batters will have to go boom boom. They just want to hit the balls and score 200. That's what she said.
And if they get anywhere near 200, that would be a real uphill task for the Bajo batters. 2 runs taken there by the two very fit, very efficient batters in Sonam Yangzum and Mindu. And did you talk with the fielding team?
I did. I talked with Chado Om. She is a player of Wandi, but she's not playing for Bajo Blazers. She's playing for Bajo Radabs.
Okay.
She's also the national player. She has represented Bhutan. So I was having a conversation with her, and she said that the bowlers have to bring in their spinners, similar to the conversation that we had earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And to my surprise, she said that Bajo Blazers does not have a spinner. And I said that that is something that we need to question the coach as to why there's not a single spinner in this tournament.
Yes, I think a chance to appeal for a LBW, we were quite high there. It goes back to our conversation earlier, needing a spinner and the way the teams are set up. Maybe coaches from each district wanted to put out a strong team so that they will have an opportunity to chance to win this tournament. Maybe that might be the logic behind one team being really strong and the other team being not so strong.
That can be one of the valid reasons. I think the coach, they want to win the tournament, since they have one team. They have put up all the good players in one team, so they want that team to win. But let's see how their plan will succeed.
Mindu again went for a big shot there, but well stopped there in the deep square leg region. You see the commotion behind the supporters. I'm sure they are the friends of the players there. They thought it was a certain boundary, but good stop. And that's the end of the 13th over. Pazaps are now just 5 runs shy of the 100-run mark. Ria back into the attack. Should be an easy single. We talked about the Bajo players being academy players, all young teenagers. So I'm sure the girls might have grown up watching the game, looking at the keen interest that they have. Cricket, unlike Single should be taken. Cricket, unlike football, there are a lot of rules, a lot of different techniques you need to master before you can come out on the field and play. So how long does it take for a player who haven't really played to come in and train and then get good at the game, perfect the skill coming into ball and bat and all?
I think it entirely depends on your talent. That is something that you need to have if you want to learn and grow faster. But if you don't have talent, you need to take time. It will take a lot of time. You have to come for practice. You have to play a lot of practice matches. That is where you will learn. Of course, you will learn very slowly, but you will learn slowly.
And playing a part, these players, if they really want to make it big, wear the national colors in the international stage, they will also have to a lofted ball. That should be another single. They will also have to watch a lot of cricket on the television. We are really fortunate that we don't really have to pay big amount of money to watch live cricket on our television here in the country. We get all the international matches across different channels. We get the IPL and all the different leagues around the world. So they will have to watch a lot of matches because cricket is a constant learning curve, and only by watching you can learn how things are done in the big stages.
Yes, learning, watching and learning is something else. Playing and learning is something. But if they can do both, that will benefit them
Hmm.
in a different kind of way. They will learn a lot of things from the international players by watching in the television. A lot of things happen in the game. In
Yeah.
cricket, not just simple things, right? Even in international stage, the international players make mistakes. That is where we learn. If the players also perform really, really well under the pressure, they know how the pressure has been handled. That is something that they will learn by watching and playing.
And this is why tournaments like this are very important. And I must commend the Bhutan Cricket Council Board for putting in a lot of effort in this tournament. Usually we don't really see billboards like this across the ground, not even in men's tournaments, and to see a proper setup, a proper tournament being organized for the women, for the girls out there in the middle. This will give them a lot of lift, a lot of determination, a lot of motivation to go out and do better. And so yeah, Doji already talked about the thinking behind this tournament, and I must say the way importance is given to women's cricket in Bhutan, this should really give a huge lift for the girls to really take that keen interest, like Doji said, learning from the television, coming out and playing. So this is a step in the right direction.
The credit goes to our CEO and our president, Tasho. They have been there since cricket started in Bhutan. So this time they really wanted to do something different, something better for the women's team. They wanted their tournament to be on par with the men's tournament. They wanted to give all the benefits that the boys are getting. So yeah, as you can see here, we have set up all the billboards, we have set up screen, side screen, we have tent for all the players and all the officials.
Mm-hmm.
And the credit goes to the officials as well, especially the ground staffs led by Samir Mongar. They have done an incredible job. For last 2 weeks, the preparations has been thorough. Evening at 8 till 8, 9.
Mm-hmm.
And for last 7 days, they have slept here in Jigmethang cricket ground.
Uh-huh.
They have done an incredible job. The credit goes to the ground staffs as well.
Kinlabeda into her final over.
A chance for a
Chance
run
to run
out.
out, and that's gone. The first wicket down for the Pazabs, and it was a long time coming. Good work in the field. That should give them a lot of boost there, Doji. Another ball. Going for a sort of a sweep shot there by Mindu.
The new batter walked in for Pazab 11 is Kilebida, the coach of Punaka district.
That's never going to be an LBW there. A hopeful shout from the keeper. Bowler was not really interested.
Bajo Blazers have finally got a breakthrough after 14.2 overs.
Might be too little too late, Doji.
That is indeed late, but I think with that wicket, the players are all pumped up. They are looking a little active. The bowler has given them a hope. So we might as well see another wicket of Mindu or Kilebida.
Often happens. Pulled it. Should be stopped easily. Yes. It often happens in the game of cricket that chance for a run out again.
Like I said, they might get another wicket, and there you see, Mindu departs. That was totally unnecessary. They should have stayed in just for single run.
I think the keeper missed the run out opportunity there.
Ah,
I think she didn't really collect the ball. There's not really jubilation on their faces when the bails went down.
I guess. For knowledge for all the viewers around the world, when you break the stumps, the ball has to be there in your hand, and the bells as well. The keeper has fielded, and another lifeline for Mindu Om. She's batting at 43.
You can see the ground staff, Samir in white, the ground staff, the hard-working ground staff. Doji was talking earlier. We were told they slept 7 nights here in the ground to get the preparations done. So applause to them for the beautiful setup, for putting up this setup, getting it ready for the tournament. Yiga Longmo back into the attack. Back. 5 more overs, Doji. What do you think the final score would be?
I think the final score will be around 130.
Alright then, Eagles' first ball of a over. Mindu pulls it again for a boundary. Was it Mindu? No, it was the new batter, Kilebida's bat. Putting it away for a boundary. Mindu is just 7 runs away from a certain half century. Doji, I was asking you about your prediction for the final score. What would it be?
I think they have 5 overs left, 30, 30 balls. Maybe around next 30 balls they will get around 25 to 28 runs, since these batters are not striking. striking at the moment. They are going slow.
Take the experts' advice and put in your score predictions and have a chance to win a 777 data recharge from BTCL. That will be a white ball.
If the bowler continues to bowl like this, then the target might reach around 150. That's the contribution from the fielding side.
They have given a lot of contribution so far. That ball just staying on the ground after bouncing. And another single stolen there, chance for a run out, and misses the stump entirely, and the batters will go for another run. And they will go for another run. That's 4 runs taken by the 2 batters. Amazing scenes, amazing show of strength and stamina by the 2 batters. And the fielding team must be distraught at themselves for giving away 4 runs off that ball. Talk about it, Doji.
We must give it to Mindu Om. She has been there since the beginning of the first inning. She has been running here and there, and yet she took another 4 runs. An incredible fitness there from Mindu. Kilibida is really looking for another run.
You can see there, Doji, Mindu down on her knees, struggling, but she knows she is just moments away from a half century and she would not want to let that go.
That is totally understandable. She has been there.
Goes for a pull shot and another boundary of the bat of Mindu. Goes off to 47 now, inching closer to a half century. She is dealing in boundary now, and why not so? She has been running hard in the match, and she will take the easy runs. And the bowlers are not really doing a good job, Doji, in keeping the runs in check.
This is the time where they have to use in their variations. You know, like Yorker, slow delivery. They also have to use the crease and try not to let the batters score runs easily. But that is not what they are doing right now. They are giving full toss. That's a good ball from Jigel.
Talked about this early in the match, keeping the ball straight, Doji.
At this stage of the time, I think they have to use variations. Keeping it straight will not give them a good result because the batters have plenty of wickets in their hand, and I'm sure they will definitely try to look for cross shot, cross pad. And if they connect the ball, then the ball might go on for a 6 or maybe 4. Given the situation, I think the Yorker, slow delivery outside off stump, near the crease, that is what they have to do.
That's exactly the ball that Doji wanted. And Jigel almost shows that she has in her locker what it takes to put on a good over. But that's the end of her quarter of 4 overs, giving away 29 runs and not taking any wickets. Of course, the team entirely took only 1 wicket. End of 16th over, 125 for 1.
They still have four more overs to go. The batter on strike is Sid Mindu.
Mindu on strike. 3 runs from a half century. No, it's
the batter on strike is Kilibida. I think that was a Yorker from her. Or was it an overpitched?
It's Yorker, Kilibida missed it entirely, and the second wicket down for the Pazaps. That's the line that Doji was talking about earlier, trying for Yorkers, the variations, and it has delivered the result. Tandin Pam has been good with her opening 2 spells, giving away just 6 runs. But now she has got her wicket. New batsman in. Doji, number 14, new batsman in, Senju Dema.
The captain has decided to come up here.
Do you think
She
she
will
will
take
go
the
for
charge.
it?
She came in early. I think she has a reason. But let us see.
And
I think that was a slow delivery from Tandin. The batter was a little too quick. The ball
you
came
miss
in.
and I hit, Doji.
That is what I said in the beginning of the innings.
Third wicket.
We might witness a hat-trick here today. She has picked up 2 wickets. She is on a hat-trick.
On a hat-trick, Tandin Pem, deservedly so. She has been good so far in the match. And the new batsman will have her work cut out. Hat-trick ball coming up from Tandin Pem. If she gets the hat-trick, would it be the first one in the tournament, Doji?
Yep. Sonam had the chance to take the hat-trick of the tournament, but she missed it in the last 2 games. So we might have picked 2 wickets, conceded just 6 runs in her 2.2 overs. The field setup is some gully.
Hat-trick ball coming up. And she should have kept it straight. But nonetheless, good over so far from Tandipem. Running back, showing energy, showing that urgency. Another dot ball. And you can see on in the shot here, 2 dogs near the commentary stand enjoying the game of cricket. And like the 2 dogs, people, our viewers, can come to the Jigmethang and enjoy the game of cricket. Wonderful game of cricket played by the lovely ladies. Another dot ball. This is turning out to be a beautiful over from Tandin.
That is exactly what they need to do. Keep it straight, let the batters do their work. Talking about the technical part of Lucky, the batter on strike, I think she's moving a little too much while striking the ball, hence disturbing her balance, making it difficult for her to see the ball. As a batter, you need to have a firm stance, balanced stance.
That's the end of a wonderful over. 2 wicket maiden from Tandin Pem. 17 overs done, 125 for 3. Yeah. Alright then, Chawang, the captain, is back into the attack to finish off quota of 3 overs. Like we talked earlier, this team doesn't have any spinners in the lineup, so it's all paces who are coming to the attack. Chawang should have got a wicket earlier. Was really unlucky, the keeper dropping a simple catch. Mindu, and that should be the 50 runs up for Mindu. Half century, brilliant, gritty, determined batting from Mindu Om, and she brings up her 50 runs. Brilliant batting from Mindu. Much applause to Mindu for staying in there, running the hard runs, singles, doubles. We have seen her running 4 runs at one time as well. And that's Mindu for you. 51 runs. for her now.
This is her second back-to-back half century. With that, she is the leading run scorer of this tournament.
She's showing no signs of letting up, Mindu. She wants to score as much runs as possible. Was her approach the same in the first match, Doji?
That was indeed the same. She was not really taking the risk. She was going slow, playing sensible shots and striking the bad deliveries. And that is what the batters have to do. And the temperament that she have displayed in last two games, that was brilliant. Exceptional. In the first game she was 75 not out. Now she's batting at 52. An incredible batting performance from her. And this is her debut match in Thimphu. If she continues to score the same, she might take the best batter of the tournament.
Yes, and there's quite a good sum of reward available for all the best players of the tournament, the best batter, the best bowler, the best wicket keeper, the best fielder. So players will be eyeing the big prizes here, and Mindu Om is certainly doing that and certainly showing it with her bat.
In the first game, Manoj and I, there was almost chance for a catch. I think she took that.
Run out and given. Easy run out, chance for a catch, but then Lucky Team could not run back in time. That's run out. The second run out we have seen in this match. Fourth wicket down for Pazabs. New batter in now, in jersey number 4, Jigmethang. After Hakidim was run out, Jigmethang will be at the non-striker's end.
So in the first game, Manoj and I, we were talking about Mindu's nickname. And she says that her nickname is Indo.
Indo.
So do you have any comments on that?
I don't know. Maybe she's round, but she doesn't really seem round here. What was the reasoning behind that, Doji?
We couldn't really find out, but we were assuming that her favorite dish is Indo.
Maybe she comes from a village where there's a lot of turnip. Indo, maybe the Pelela, Rukubji, Chendabji area.
We'll find that out in the post-match presentation.
Let's see what she has to say.
To all the viewers who are watching, please stay tuned and find out. We'll be asking that question to Mindu herself.
Approaching the end of the 18th over now. It's the end of the 18th over, I beg your pardon. Tandin will now run out her overs, her quota of 4 overs. She was brilliant with the ball in her previous over and has been so far. Mindu goes for a swing. Should just be a single. No, but 2 runs taken. Chance for a run out? No. And we apologize for all the dogs barking in the background. We have quite a lot of cows in the ground. The dogs and the technical ground staff doing the job to chase away the dogs. So far so good from Tandin. That I think will be wide and 2 by runs taken. Chance for a run out and Is it gone? Yes, and with that, Jigmethang. Is it? No, not so sure. What happened there? Umpire didn't really go give it. Jigme was walking away. No, that's not a run out. And it's the second time that happened in the match that we didn't really. The keeper didn't really collect the ball for a run out opportunity. We're certain that Jigme was walking back to the pavilion. She was almost there, and umpire told her that it wasn't a run out. She came back running. Interesting things happening here at Jigmethang. Jimmy goes for a wild swing. That should just be a single. The penultimate over of the innings. Bam. 2 more balls to come. Chance for a run out again, and Rigzin Jordan fails to collect it again. Keeper missed out 4 wicket opportunities today, 3 runouts and a simple catch. Rigzin Jordan, the wicket keeper, isn't really having the best of games. Pam has been brilliant in this match. Final ball coming up, giving away just 10 runs. Wild swing there, and the fielder will easily stop it in the boundary. 2 runs taken, and that's the end of Pam's brilliant 4 overs, giving away just 12 runs. And it's the end of the 19th over. Minutes 141 for 4. Umpires are checking if the ball has touched the boundary. As far as I saw, it wasn't a boundary. It's the over, end of the 19th over, 141 for 4. Final over coming up. Ria Gazmir starts off with a dot ball. He's handing out instructions. Bajo Blazers coach making sure that there aren't more runs coming in this over. Ria Gazmir. Final over, good ball, should only be kept to a single. Another run out opportunity. It's not really happening in the field for Bajo Blazers. 4 run out opportunities goes begging. Ria should make sure she doesn't give away any extras in this over. That should be leg by. Minjom was at the batting end before. Jigmethang knew she was there. Mindu really wanted to be on strike for the final 3 deliveries. And rightly so, she is the one who can do all the hard hitting. Another quick single, making sure that they keep the scoreboard ticking. Jigme now back on strike. Can she get the boundary? Can she take her team across the 150 run mark? Another single brings Mindu back on strike. No, a missed field there, ensuring 2 runs are taken by the batting side. Mindu right on point, focused despite being out there throughout the innings. Last ball of the innings. And quick single taken, chance for a run out, and no. Alright then, that's the end of the innings. Pazab 11 post 147 for 4 in their 20 overs. A steady start, a slight stumble in the middle, but they finished well. The standout, Mindu Om, holding the innings together with a superb unbeaten 55 runs. She has been the star. She has been unbeaten in the tournament so far. The Bajo Blazers pulled things back with a few timely wickets, but they will now need 148 runs to make it to 148 runs. Decent total on the board, and we are in for a good run chase. The innings break will be 10 minutes. We will be back with the Bajo Blazers run chase. Alright then, the players are back on the field and we're ready for the second innings. Pazap's number 10, Kilabida with the ball. First ball right on the money, and Bajo Blazers are off the mark. The weather has turned to be a bit overcast here at Jigmethang, but no signs of rain just yet. Conditions have cooled slightly, which might help the bowlers get a bit more out of the surface. That's advantage to the Pazaps. Bajo Blazers need 148 runs to win. Chance for an LBW, a big shot there and given. Umpire raises his finger and the first wicket goes down. Jigmethang succumbing on the very first delivery she faced. That's delight for the Pazaps. Bajo Blazers losing their first wicket. There you see, they know they're on the up now, and the pressure will definitely be on the Bajo Blazers, who were bowled out under 10 runs in the first match. Big breakthrough straight away for the Pazaps. They strike on the second ball of the innings. Exactly the start they would have hoped for. Big shot for an LBW, and that was given promptly by the umpire. Kilabeda on fire. New batter in will have to stick. Jigmethang, she dropped one catch and missed quite a lot of run out opportunities. So she would want to make this happen for her team. Can she deliver? Goes for a wild swing. That should be a single. And it goes for a boundary. Difficult chance for the fielder to stop there. Jigmethang gets the boundary of the second ball she faces. First boundary for Bajo Blazers. Good stop. Not an easy place to be for fielders at Jigmethang. The grass